The American dream is a never-ending nightmare. What's going on, everyone? My name is Mace. I'm coming to you from Canada. Let's get into this. This is going to be a quick one today. Just short and sweet. Really, let's get to the point. Let's just meat and potatoes. Let's go. Leave your comments down below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And you can always leave me recommendations there as well. 29 times Americans showed just how little they knew about the world by posting something really dumb online. Quote, the European mind couldn't comprehend what being number one is like. Like them? Anyways, let's start. This person genuinely believes America is too big for public transport. Okay, this should be a spicy one. Someone please tell that to our train and bus systems. No. The governments and big oil essentially kiboshed any sort of efficient public transport system. That's a very simplistic way that I described it. Let's read the person's comment first. America is too big for public transport. Nobody understands that. England is tiny. France is tiny. All nations in Europe are tiny. So public transit makes sense. Nobody seems to understand just how far people drive just to work, church, how far people drive just to church, school, etc. In Europe, traveling more than 10K for a commute probably doesn't happen much. In America, a lot of people drive 30 minutes to 1 hour for work alone. And that is a problem. Having a commute that long is a result of poor city planning. And the Europeans, well, at least a lot of European countries, they do city planning a lot better than we do. And there isn't such a reliance and fixation and obsession with everybody driving their own combustion engine to everywhere all the time. Also, the lack of walkability of North American cities is pretty wild. If you don't have a car, especially if you're in a smaller town, a lot of the big city centers and metropolitan areas are going to have, well, sufficient public transit, I would say. I lived in Vancouver for a long time, and the public transit there is pretty good. But if you live on Vancouver Island, say, north of Victoria, everything else is going to have pretty poor public transit. There's going to be buses, but they're going to be once or twice every hour, and they're not going to be comprehensively routed. So, yeah, this isn't that America's too big for public transit or Canada's too big for public transit for that matter. It's that our governments and the people just didn't will it to existence because we have a much more different outlook, I think. The North American outlook is selfish and you're part of the rat race, you're a consumer, you gotta have that car so you can go to the strip mall so you can buy a bunch of useless shit to put in your house. On top of all the other useless crap that you bought as well. And lumbering through the malls, overeating. Everything's bigger. Everything's bigger in America. All right. This person thinks free will only exists in the U.S. Yeah, we have free will. Brother, everybody has free will. What? Not Europeans. They don't have it. They don't have free will whatsoever. They're born and they live and do what they're told. Us Americans, we're living the American dream, and I could be a millionaire tomorrow if I wanted. Anybody could be. All right. This person thinks servers love the tipping system. I'm not sure where they've been in the last 10 plus years. Tipping only seems to occur in the USA because your employers are paying you less than what's humane. Since the 80s, I've always thought of America as a third world country, propped up with bright lights and big sounds to appear as not, but it's a poverty-infested shithole. Servers love the tipping system. They are the ones who keep it in place. It sounds like you're just not that knowledgeable about what's really going on. I'm going to leave for your brains a reference to Reservoir Dogs and Steve Buscemi's iconic speech about tipping and Harvey Keitel's retort. Great scene from Tarantino's first film. I don't tip. Hear that? It's the world's smallest violin. All the people that rely on tips. How come you're not tipping the people at McDonald's? They're serving you food, aren't they? All right, number 4. This person thinks WhatsApp is designated to third world countries despite its massive popularity around the globe. Quote, do you use WhatsApp? No, I live in a first world country. Well, that person's just ill-informed. Number 5. This person would be shocked to know that a euro is worth more than the US dollar. Bro, nobody uses euros. A dollar is probably 3 euros or something. A dollar is the strongest currency, dude. I don't even know what to say here. Number 6. Today my daughter came home and told me she was being taught, quote unquote, or quote, Latin letters, unquote. This is evidence of how Latino people is invading this country. They will soon be teaching Spanish in school. Trump voter? A xenophobe? Ridiculous. 7. This person has no idea how commonly the metric system is used. Bro did not have to do me like that. Putting your car in kilometers because you ashamed of your speed is crazy. Or live in Canada, you weird kid. Yeah. We, us Canadians, we got metric system. There's only like 3 countries in the world that use imperial. That said, we kind of use both for different things. Like I like to record weight in pounds a lot of the times. And like when I worked in the airlines a long time ago, we typically would just use pounds. And I mean, for recording and measuring the weight of shipments. This person claimed the US is the most creative nation in the world and challenged people to name a revolutionary invention created outside of the... Bro, that's going to be pretty easy for a lot of people around the world who have invented a lot of amazing things who were not Americans. Simple answer, cars. What would the world be like without the USA? We are the most creative nation in the world. Tell me one invention any other country has made that revolutionized the world. -12. Good. Bro, like America's awesome, but come on, man. You seriously can't be this dumb to make that last claim. You are seriously uneducated. Here's an easy one. Cars were invented in Germany. Insulin is from Canada. You could literally list 1,000 things plus anything invented more than 250 years ago was not invented by Americans. LOL. Beat down, smack down, mic drop. Let's go. 9. This person thinks only Americans drink water. As if we don't all need water to survive. I am starting a new business of importing American water to Europe to slowly introduce Europeans to the concept of drinking water. I'll call it TAP, which is short for True American Pure. That was a very, very ridiculously American comment. That's some good satire. I mean, I hope it would be satire, but I don't think it is. How will we tell the difference between your beer or your water? Nice. It won't work. American water is imperial. Ours is metric. European here. Love that idea. Just what we are waiting for on our undeveloped countries. This person thinks Europeans can't comprehend the concept of steak, eggs, and bacon. The European mind couldn't comprehend what being number 1 is like. A pile of heart attack. No, this is fine. I eat eggs all the time. I don't eat bacon very much. And I eat steaks once every week or 2. Eggs multiple times a week, probably 3 or 4 times a week. Fried bacon, very rarely, once every couple months probably. This person claims Silicon Valley built the modern world and wonders why they shouldn't run it. My only response is, imagine Zuckerberg running the world. Help. Silicon Valley built the modern world. Yeah, all of these big tech companies, they're not... I think they are overly confident of their position. That being said, we all continue to partake and use them, unfortunately. Okay, this will be the last one for today. This person said that all of Europe is dangerous, and honestly, that's probably for the best. I'm sure they don't like American tourists anyways. What country do you absolutely recommend avoiding in Europe during the summer? All of Europe. Too dangerous with all the riots, floods, earthquakes, typhoons, rebellions, thieves, and scammers. Also, dangerous foods without EPA labels, and traffic is just suicide. Really, it's too dangerous. Stay in the U.S. to get shot by an ICE agent or asked for your papers while you're walking down the road. Just trying to get proof of citizenship there, bud. I mean, if you're an American citizen, What do you have to worry about? Nothing. Got nothing to hide, nothing to worry about. You're good. You're good. All right, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Chat up down below. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this.